It is finally officially confirmed. The world stood still when Rockstar finally confirmed that Grand Theft Auto 6 is in active development. It's something that we've known about arguably since 2013, as of course there'd always be more Grand Theft Auto. And Take-Two's Strauss Zelnick confirmed another installment a couple of years back in an earnings call. However, now we have official word from Rockstar themselves, and honestly, there's a lot to break down. Because the Rockstar of today aren't even remotely the same company as back in the day, or even a few years back when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. I'll talk about why as we go, but suffice it to say there's a lot more concrete info out there about GTA 6 once you start looking than you might think. I'm Scott from WhatCulture.com, and this is GTA 6, everything we know so far. Number 8, the release date. 2023 or 2024. Yes, that's the window Rockstar are shooting for. Take-Two's own 10K SEC filing from 2020 laid out financial plans for the next 5 years. In it, the team said they plan to spend $89 million on marketing between April 2023 and March 2024. That huge spike is surely down to GTA 6, whether it's the actual release date or just a big old marketing push to make sure you know the game is then coming soon. Even if it isn't, you'll still be waiting a good while to get your mitts on GTA 6 from now. Rockstar will want to take their time over this game. They were wounded by complaints around those terrible definitive editions of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Those titles received a lot of backlash, and the devs will not want a round 2. Console shortages for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS are also bound to have some impact on development. Rockstar won't be keen to push a product out the door that's not widely available to everybody who fancies playing, to put it one way. Patience sucks, but it's unavoidable in this case. Number 7, development restarted in 2021. Rockstar have a long road of development ahead. Rumors popped up late 2021 suggesting that Grand Theft Auto 6 was in development hell. That was not news that we wanted to hear, but there's more to the story than first appears. Former Vice President of Creativity Dan Houser left Rockstar behind in 2020, and that kickstarted all sorts of scuttlebutt. The truth is that Rockstar will plow on without Houser. His brother Sam is still with the company, and go forwards with GTA 6. There's a lot of cash on the table. One person leaving, no matter how important, was never going to totally derail the next Grand Theft Auto, but Dan's signature style was fundamental to the franchise from day one, and it's something to be mindful of. Rockstar as a team reignited on development across 2021. It might put them slightly behind schedule when it comes to announcing things like trailers, nailed on release dates, etc., but also maybe not. It is, however, known that Dan took an extended break from working in 2019 before departing the following year, leaving notes and frameworks for what the next Grand Theft Auto could be before departing altogether. Number 6, the first Grand Theft Auto without Dan Houser. Dan Houser was the lead creative mind for this series, so it's a massive deal that he's no longer around for Part 6. It's also notable that the development cycle was restarted. This wording hints that others remaining at Rockstar have scrapped what Houser was working on and plan a whole new different direction. Indeed, GTA 6 could be very different to GTA 5, something I will get into very soon. Tonally, Rockstar's controversial franchise has always been one to spit in the face of authority and wear rebellion proudly. The world at large has changed a hell of a lot since GTA 5 launched in 2013, and that could have some bearing on how 6's story, characters, and overarching world plays out. There is intense speculation from many that GTA 6 will be the first grown-up Grand Theft Auto game yet, although 4 did get pretty close. It's logical to believe that changes will be made. Dan Houser's fingerprints were all over Grand Theft Auto to this point, and he's just no longer around. Something has to change. Number 5, it's current gen only. PS5 and Xbox Series XS life cycles will be approximately mid-term by the time GTA 6 releases. That's why, regrettably for those struggling to get their hands on new hardware, Rockstar's full focus will be on current gen tech, rather than PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. This makes sense. The previous generation's memory capabilities probably won't lend themselves to GTA 6's full ambitions. That's why GTA 6 will be exclusive to the latest consoles and PC. You just won't be firing up the next Rockstar epic on your PS4 Pro. For now, just know that GTA 6 is going to hammer PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The devs want this to be the biggest and best GTA experience yet, and they'll only be able to achieve their sandbox dreams on the latest systems. Number 4, GTA 6 will pull from Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 was the most mature Rockstar production yet. Sure, Arthur Morgan's outlaw tale still had its comedic moments, and the developers may never totally veer away from the ridiculous, but it was a much grittier experience than GTA 5. Rockstar will likely pull some elements from this western epic for use in GTA 6. One essential idea they're reportedly bringing over is the ability to store your weapons in the trunk of vehicles when cruising around the map. That would be similar to the horse mechanic Arthur enjoyed in Red Dead, and it sounds like the kind of thing Rockstar would port over for convenience, especially if the map is giant. Another element being considered is overall pacing. Red Dead Redemption 2 was slower and much more measured with its big action set pieces than most Rockstar games. So don't be totally shocked if the next Grand Theft Auto follows suit by easing up on the accelerator so that crucial story beats have more room to breathe. Number 3, it's set in America. Turns out we were almost playing Grand Theft Auto Tokyo a few years back. Yes, in 2016 it was revealed that Rockstar were considering Japan's capital city as a possible location for Part 6. That idea was scrapped following some early pre-production photo shoots in and around Tokyo that revealed the overall layout for streets and potential connective pathways just wouldn't line up with the level of car chases and carnage Rockstar want GTA to have. Since then, a lot has been said about a return to Vice City instead, with various leaked maps, graphics, and blocked insider breakdowns nigh on making this what we're getting. Nothing is set in stone officially, but GTA 6 will take place somewhere in the United States. The much-discussed Project America's leak also pointed to a game spread across many different locations as part of a drug smuggling story, and that feels like the perfect way to get back to Rockstar's take on the underbelly of Miami. Number 2, single player remains the focus. Anybody worried about Grand Theft Auto Online becoming Rockstar's main concern should sleep easy. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick said in a Q3 2021 conference call that creating powerful single-player experiences was always going to be the core goal for GTA's development. Zelnick spoke of strong story-driven narratives and pointed out that Grand Theft Auto's 3D titles have always hinged on crafting immersive worlds full of interesting characters. That's not about to change just because they're raking it in with GTA Online. He since followed up at an earnings call in 2022 after GTA 6 was officially confirmed, saying there was a time when a couple of our competitors were taking the position that single player was dead. We never took that position. We know that there's a role for single player. I believe there will be a role going forward. Zelnick is of course referencing the EA of the early 2010s, and went on to say that there are certain games that are meant to be only multiplayer. Rockstar is known for storytelling, and yes, Rockstar is also known for these fantastic open-world multiplayer experiences. They clearly both do really well. Strauss highlighted GTA Online's The Contract story mission as a hybrid of their two design ethoses, which would be an interesting way for GTA 6 to feel as a game overall, but it's clear Zelnick and Rockstar are more than aware of what people want. And number 1, GTA Online. Over the years, Take-Two Strauss Zelnick has repeatedly talked about how surprised he and the team have been over GTA Online's insanely consistent success. Latest sales figures at time of recording are 160 million units just for GTA 5, beating the entire history of Final Fantasy installments combined. Zelnick has told various outlets that Online will always bring in the dough now it's a proven platform, but they're keen to push things along by upping the ante in GTA 6. Again, citing expansion The Contract, Zelnick noted that consumers are really excited about Rockstar's storytelling ability, and at the same time we had a great quarter with Grand Theft Auto Online. There's a lot of excitement there, so the answer is all of the above. The split of single-player GTA and GTA Online has been a hot topic amongst gamers for years. Grand Theft Auto 5 is about to launch on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS as an enhanced update on the old PlayStation 4 and Xbox One releases from 2014. With that game being refurbished versions of the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions from 2013. Rockstar are clearly ready to modernize GTA Online's functionality in GTA 6 while bringing that base package to PS5 and Xbox Series X. Expect more hybrid approaches like The Contract and a driving ethos that attempts to deliver story alongside online connectivity and integration. Can Rockstar pull that off, especially without Dan Houser? Who knows? I mean, it's gonna sell tens of millions regardless. And that's everything we know about Grand Theft Auto 6 right now. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below and what you want to see from the next installment in the biggest entertainment property of all time. For now, I've been Scott from WhatCulture.com, and I'll catch you soon.